What are plate tectonics? Plate tectonics make up the entire surface of Earth, fitting together like a jigsaw puzzle. These pieces of the Earth's crust float on the mantle, a thick layer of molten rock beneath the plates. These plates crash, pull apart, and grind past each other while floating on the mantle. These reactions are called plate boundaries.
The first boundary type is oceanic divergent boundary. It happens on the ocean floor when two boundaries move away from each other. This allows magma to come up from the opening and cool into brand new crust. This type of boundary created the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge is located in the center of the Atlantic Ocean.
The other divergent boundary happens with two continental plates. When the two plates separate, rising hot rock and magma rises up and breaks up the continent. This causes a rift valley. The Red Sea off the east coast of Africa was created by this boundary type. Once the rift valley spread apart far enough, the Indian Ocean came in and filled it up, creating the Red Sea.
When oceanic crust and continental crust collide, the denser oceanic crust slides underneath the continental crust and melts. This is called an oceanic continental convergent boundary. An example of this boundary is off the coast of Chile, where the oceanic plate dove underneath the continental plate and melted. This new melted crust was lighter than the other crust, which rose up and created the Andes Mountains.
The other convergent boundary is continental-continental. When two continental plates collide, they push up into mountains since they have the same density. The Himalayan mountains, the tallest mountain range in the world, just north of India, was created by a continental-continental convergent boundary.
The last boundary type, a transform boundary, is created when two plates slide past each other. This type of boundary often creates earthquakes. The San Andreas Fault in California is a transform boundary, where many earthquakes are located.
A hotspot is a concentration of heat in the mantle capable of producing magma, which rises into the crust to create a magma chamber. One real-world example of a hotspot is found where Hawaii is currently today. The Pacific Plate moved over this hotspot, creating volcanoes, and these volcanoes are now what makes up the islands of Hawaii.